Hello everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. In the last session, we had the most epic boss fight I have ever experienced in my life. It was our final showdown with Titan, fully primed, fully big boy Titan, and then he chomped on some of the Mother Crystal and like quadrupled in size and became a mountain. And then we fought the mountain. And that was amazing. And then we fucking, like, ripped one of his arms off. And fucking fell down from orbit onto his head with his own arm, punching him in the face. And then there was a phase 3 after that. It was just like... It was just the best shit I have ever experienced. And, I can't imagine how they're going to top that. The fact that, like, I'm still missing 3 Eikons. I don't know if we'll fight Jill for some reason, but like we're going to fight Odin and Bahamut, I'm sure. And like whatever the final boss, if the final boss will be Ultima or something. I just don't know how they could possibly top that, but I hope they try.
Clive, you're back.
I am.
I am.
Just fought a mountain.
And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
Yeah, you know, I was just in the area.
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up?
No time for that, mate.
If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Nice.
Thank you.
It's time
I
for
will.
a map update. I actually kind of love these. It's just like her being like, yes, this is what's going on in the world.
Ah, the conquering hero returns.
That's me, baby.
And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The
Yeah, Ash
scent
and
of
Brimstone, I think it
Ludus.
was.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waluders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Map of the universe? 2 left. Look at that. Look at that.
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed. It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed Standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
I wonder if it's as simple as Ultima, and therefore Barnabas and that whole, like, their whole alliance. I wonder if it's as simple as they want the Mother Crystals destroyed. And knowing that we were going to go after Titan, they took Titan to a Mother Crystal so that we would destroy it whilst we were there. I wonder if it's that simple. And that's why they made no attempt to hold it, because they don't want it. They want it destroyed. And that's why they brought orcs in, because they knew it was going to get destroyed. That's their plan. There's going to be, like, crazy fighting and everything. They don't want their actual people getting hurt. So they bring in fodder to be the ones that are, like, putting up some semblance of resistance, I guess, to maybe sell the lie that they are trying to defend it a bit. But, yeah, that's my thoughts at this point.
In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is.
He's loving it,
Which
loving
means
it, loving
all that
it.
remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Well, the bad. But bird's the word, well, the bad. Alright, let's go have us some chats. It's definitely gonna be a lot slower today. Usually, the pattern I've noticed with this game is an absolutely astounding epic moment is generally followed by a period of, like, I don't want to say filler, but kind of filler. Not this in particular isn't, because this actually, like, yeah, we would go and tell everyone that was harmed by Titan on that night. But then, you know, usually it gets into, like, some fetch questy stuff after
Clive,
big epic moments. So we'll
have you
see.
come seeking the gift of knowledge?
We'll see if the same happens
No.
here.
To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my! Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Don't have to tell them twice.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Let's see if he's got anything new. I don't think we've done enough to get another level up, have we? But let's just check.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
No, not quite.
You wish to study the tomes?
Not quite. Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Waloed's armies. Known to many as the Constant Knight. His unchangingly icy demeanor and loyalty to his liege. Gifted full command of the Royal Order of Knights, despite his apparent youth. But not maybe actual youth? Interesting. Cool.
The door to the shelves
Well,
shall
I look
ever
forward
be
to
open.
unlocking more with him. Whoa, that was some slow down there. Yoink.
Thanks to Sid.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing then.
Yes,
Nothing
she
escapes
finally
you, Lady
accepted
Karen.
my dinner invitation.
It's true.
I mean, Hugo's
Cooper
dead,
is
yeah.
dead.
No more looking over our shoulders then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head though.
I will be sure not to.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Cooper is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Anything I
What
can
do you
craft?
So, what'll it be?
Doop-a-doo. Yup. Very nice. Enhancer +1.
It'd last you a good while.
And then reinforce it. Wait, how do I get the diamond sword? Enhancer +2 requires a bone necklace? Well, shit. Silken Sash, Desert Rose. I think me not doing side quests has finally started to come to bite me.
My best work, but it'll do.
Well, it is what it is.
That it? Fine.
Unless you sell anything better.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Going purse weighing you down.
No. Wait, wasn't it Desert Rose I needed? I think I needed something else as well as Desert Road, right? Rose, right? I'm pretty sure.
Is that all?
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
True!
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
The good word of the Lord. And the Lord is me,
So,
bitch.
the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old Hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down at that workshop of hers.
Her
Trying to
name
do
is
father
Mid.
proud.
Every time it
I
makes me
can't
laugh.
remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Every fucking time, man. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe that she's named Mid. I think I'd have to throw myself off a bridge. You know? Like this one. Head first. See what we can make
I think
happen.
Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now.
Alright,
I've got to
bye.
get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine.
Yeah, this is what I meant when I said filler
that
arc.
disperses all that heat into the air.
This is what I
And the
was meaning.
shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Can you go and make me 3 things, please? It's always 3.
Full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Oh boy! Okay, let's try going this way. I don't think it's quicker to go this way, but let's just make sure. Actually, maybe it is. Maybe it is quicker to go this way. Yeah, I think it's close, but I think this wins by like 5 seconds maybe.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for mid.
This is my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gav and Otto in here, will you?
All right.
The power of cutscene compels you. Thank God, I thought it was going to be like, go and get them both to come.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up.
Not if I fucking fall asleep.
In the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Sure. Should I be worried that it's called Letting Off Steam 1? Is this a fucking... like a chain of long... Is this going to be a really long thing that we've got to do, basically? Oh, I hope not. Oh, I hope not, indeed. Right, where are we going? Wait. Am I blind? Is it in the hideaway? Oh, I have to speak with him again. Why would I... Obviously, I would do that. Like, yeah, why would they just continue him telling me what I need to know in the cutscene? No, of course I'd have to speak with him again. That makes sense.
You going after the Stardust then, are you?
Apparently.
Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Do I get to pick? I mean, who the fuck chooses Otto over Gav?
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Alamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
Will do.
Two, eh?
No odd feelings, by the way.
Fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
It's just that Gav is better than you in every way, but you know, no hard feelings. Can I get any cheeky upgrades, by the way? Yes. We are finally able to whack this up. 5,500 to master it. You are having a giraffe. Which means having a laugh. That is never happening. That is actually fucking nuts. That is insanity. What are you on about? 5,500. That would take me the entire rest of the game to save that up. You are out of your goddamn mind. I guess next we'll probably save up for the pile drive upgrade. which is only a reasonable amount, so won't take too long. Are there any pluses on the map at all? Doesn't seem like it. Actually, local map. Yeah, this is the closest. Oh boy. We're off on another fetch quest. I knew it would happen, but I'm still sad. It's every time, man. Literally, after every epic boss encounter, every fucking crazy-ass moment, it always then goes, and now, for filler.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav?
Yeah!
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless.
He wants to
But if
snort it,
Stardust
Gav.
is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of the stuff lying about just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Love to bag my enemies in COD.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Come on.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn.
It's literally only 5,
Hey,
Gav.
Before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
What about?
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back
Would
when
we
you
have missed
first
this if we
Sid's
took Otto?
name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the Hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
That was nice. Yeah, I wonder, I guess Otto would have a similar conversation, but based around his own stuff, I guess.
Right.
But I definitely
enough soppy shite for one
preferred
day.
Gav.
We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
I
You go on
actively...
ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
I actively really like Gav, whereas Otto, like, I don't dislike him, but he's just, you know, he's fine.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Gav is a bro, and Otto also exists. I am getting a little bit worried by the one at the end of letting off steam. Please don't tell me this is going to be like...
Let's hope
Like,
this
this
is
has
all
already
Blackthorn
been
needs.
this has already been half an hour. Let's not make it an hour. Yeah?
Blackthorn. Got everything you need.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. Or be sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Doom quest complete. Letting off steam 1. The one and only, right game? That's it, right game?
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Also, I'm pretty sure we just got an absolute fuckload of ability points. Yup. Upgrade. Only 1,000 to master? That's pretty good. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. Man, what do we think is gonna happen once we're out of the filler arc? Whose power are we getting next? Because whichever primal icon, whatever we fight next, is the power we'll get next. So do we think we're gonna fight? Like, it seems like with Ultima working with Barnabas, it seems like Barnabas is perhaps being set up as the final one we fight. So perhaps Bahamut next, but then at the same time, Joshua's working with Bahamut now, and Bahamut seems like a good dude. So will we fight him? But like, we're going to get his powers, because there are slots for all of them. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we got Sid's without fighting him, I guess, but...
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then.
Oh boy,
Here
please
you see
do.
the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
What's that? Oh, I just woke up. Oh boy, letting off steam too. Yeah. Fuck, I should have gone local map and seen what the closest one was. I forgot. All the way down there. I guess this is the closest one. Hooray! We have to go back to the place that we already went to earlier for the hunt thing. Yay! Yay!
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worth.
Who asked? Nobody asked. God, I actually like struggle to concentrate during these fucking fetch quest segments. I just, whew. It's just like it just doesn't need to exist, you know? You know? We could come back into camp and she could go, "Hey, Sid, I've been making an airship. And it's going great. And I'll let you know when it's done." And then a few missions later, we talk to her again and she goes, "Hey, Sid, I've finished making the airship." That's all we really need. We do not need to go on fucking massive long fetch quests to find parts and shit. I really don't think that helps anyone.
You deserve a rest.
Are they really chasing me all the way here? That's what I thought.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming.
You're so welcome.
Ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Hey, creature. I'm sorry about this, but, you know, I hope you've had a good life. Because you're about to have a bad death.
Anybody home?
Oh, it's an arrow man.
This
Man.
must be our unwanted visitor.
This
Time to
was
go.
cool for the hunt, but now it feels like... I thought it was a unique thing for the hunt, but now it's obviously not, so that's kind of a shame.
Nice try. Nice try.
Nope. You ain't getting away, bitch.
It's over.
Get fucking fucked up. Get fucking annihilated. Easy game. Easy life. Absolutely fucking demolished
Things
him.
I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
Demolished him like I demolish a
have any
packet of
trouble now?
crisps.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the Hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Quest complete. Yay! Letting off steam 2 complete. Yay! Yay! But you know what that means? These fucking things always come in threes, don't they? There's gonna be a letting off steam 3. Yay! We can never have you go and fetch 1 item. No, 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 no. We must have you fetch 3 items. That's what everyone loves. Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. I'm so glad that she's all the way on the opposite side of the joint. I'm so glad we can't sprint in here. I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just 1 remaining.
Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
Is it a fetch quest by any chance?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Right away.
Oh boy, here we go again. God, take me back to the long-lost land of 45 minutes ago when we were having epic boss battles and incredible cutscenes and massive story progression, talking with the fucking Ultima and everything, and it's fetch quests. Things that feel like a side quest in the main quest. Yeah.
Thanks to Sid.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well,
Correct
actually, it's for
answer.
Mid this time. Could you take a look
For
at
her,
this?
Clive? Never.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Son of a pitch.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer.
Oh,
If
please.
you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do.
I'd love a hand from you.
I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching.
Wait, am I
how
actually
best
having to choose
prepare
between
the
them?
shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds will
Fuck.
prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
God damn it.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Man, okay, so, like, I would really love to say Tarja, but, like, she's not a main character. she's had, like, a handful of scenes, but Jill is, like, secondary protagonist. So especially if we're having, like, a heart-to-heart like we did with Gav, I can't not take Jill. She's, like, the second most important character, and we need to continue exploring her story and everything. But I'd really like to take Tarja. But it just doesn't make sense to take her over Jill. You know? So we'll go with Jill, but my heart's over here.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that
Can't wait to
so?
go to the market, and they're like, we've run
I've
out.
been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
It is yeah. It is Taya. I keep forgetting. Are you sure you don't want to come though?
Good luck in Northreach. Try not to get too distracted from the task at hand.
I'd be getting more distracted if you were there. Alrighty. Yeah, here. Off to Northreach.